Hi, I'm Kathryn with Align and Flow Yoga. In today's video, we're going to work on Locust, which is a really accessible arm balance pose. You may want to have a pillow or a small cushion, but that's totally up to you. We don't need it just yet, so we'll put it off to the side. And we're going to start today in Konasana. So bringing the soles of your feet together, not worrying if your knees are up in the air or if your knees are closer to the ground. Just sitting nice and tall. Letting your hands rest on your ankles, on the soles of your feet, whatever's comfortable. Tall spine, taking a nice inhale through your nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose, out through the mouth. On your next exhale, letting your eyes fall closed. And taking time to arrive on your mat. To leave the world behind, just to breathe. On your next inhale, opening your eyes, reaching your arms up overhead, twisting to your left, bringing your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you, tall spine and twisting a little deeper. Releasing the hands back overhead, twisting to your right, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Sitting up nice and long, nice and tall. Releasing the hands, coming back to center, hands falling wherever is comfortable, and starting to take spinal circles. Moving nice and slowly, circles as big or as small as you want. Just starting to warm up. And switching directions. Just getting your spine moving. Maybe some shoulder rolls, moving your neck as well. One more circle. And back to center. Using your hands to help your knees up. And now bringing your feet wider than your hips. So we're going to come into an active malasana. So not worrying if you can get both heels on the floor at the same time. Bringing weight into your hands as you lean forward and just opening the hips, rocking side to side, shifting your weight. Anything we do that involves a lot of sitting, so whether it's Zwift these days or sitting at your home office chair, keeps the hips pretty closed, so we're just opening them up a little bit. Finding stillness, again, not worrying if your heels are on the ground or not. Bring your hands towards your heart center, pushing through your feet, rising up nice and tall, and sinking right back down. And coming up. 2 more times, sinking, pushing through your feet, finding length, and your body coming back towards the ground. Last one, coming up all the way. Keeping your arms overhead, maybe taking your feet a little bit wider, as if there's a clock face in front of you, and your hands are the hands of the clock. Imagine moving from 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, nice and slowly. So again, we're taking nice big spinal circles here. Warming up. Fingertips brushing along your mat. One more in this direction. And when you're all the way back up, 3 circles in the opposite direction. So moving slowly to feel our core engaged here. Going from obliques to the deep abs, back to obliques. Feeling this in your back muscles, shoulders, feeling your hamstrings starting to open. And one more circle. And all the way up. Release your hands to your hips, jump your feet together, and we'll take Uttanasana, forward fold. Bringing the crown of your head towards the ground. letting your hands rest wherever they lie, whether they reach the ground or on your ankles or shins, no worries. And flatten your back, bringing your hands to your shins, halfway lift. Your back is like a table here, nice and flat. And forward folding one more time. Seeing if you can go just a little bit deeper in your fold. Planting your hands firmly into the mat, spreading your fingers, stepping back into plank. We're going to hold our first plank here. So pushing nicely through the wrists, strong in the shoulders, making sure you're not sinking, but really rounding out your shoulders. Your butt's not too high or too low. Nice in the middle, just like Goldilocks, meaning your core is engaged as your heels reach behind you. One more breath here. And pushing back into downward facing dogs. Hips coming nice and high as you pedal the feet. Bending one leg, straightening the other. And finding stillness, finding length. Coming into three-legged down dog, lifting your right leg up towards the sky. Pulling forward into plank, bending your right knee and bringing it as high as you can towards your right shoulder or right armpit. And then keeping that knee, slide it down towards your right wrist. And bring it back up towards your elbow and shoulder. Down towards the wrist. Up, two more. Bringing it down. Up, last one. Down to the wrist. And up, stepping back into three-legged down dog. And coming back into downward dog. So we're starting to warm up our core a little bit more here, a little more focused. Left leg rises, three-legged downward dog. Pulling into plank, left knee comes up towards your armpit and shoulder. Bring it down towards your knee, towards your wrist. All the way up. And down, two more. Up, down, last one nice and strong. And down. And three-legged down dog. And bring your leg down. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Coming into ragdoll. So knees are bent or straight, whatever's comfortable for you today. Holding opposite elbows. Just swinging a little bit from side to side. Release your hands and bring your feet so that they're about a fist width apart. And bending your knees, coming onto your toes, coming into toe squat. So finding your balance here, bring your hands to your heart center. Using your eyes to help keep you steady. And from here, we're gonna rise all the way up. If possible, stay on your toes. Some days it happens, some days it doesn't, so don't worry too much about it. And inhale, rising up, pushing through your toes, pushing through your hamstrings and quads all the way up. And then bending your knees, coming all the way back down. This is the only time we're doing this, so don't worry about it. Now we're going to start to come into Bakasana. So if you're a little nervous about what this looks like, because you're going to put your weight into your hands and start leaning forward, you can place the pillow in front of you, just to give you a little bit more confidence if you're not really super sure about this one today. So bringing your hands just so they rest in front of you. So when my shoulders are above my knees, it's just where my hands fall, so I'm not reaching too far forward or back. Again, spreading my fingers nice and wide, just like in plank and in down dog. And now I'm gonna bring my knees up towards my triceps, armpits, really nice and high on my arms, just like we were doing a moment ago in our three-legged down dog exercise. I'm gonna start leaning forward, and I'm looking forward the whole time, not looking down, but looking forward. And playing with lifting one foot and the other. And really starting to squeeze the foot up towards your glutes. So engaging your core. If this feels okay, you're welcome to stay here and stick with this. Or continue leaning your weight forward, looking forward, pressing through your fingers and feeling how each finger really does help with your balance. And then using your core, squeezing your heels towards your glutes. Most important here is that you keep breathing. So staying here, coming down. Let's give it one more go. First, give your wrists a break. It can be a little bit intense when you're new to this pose. Either using your pillow, just in case you topple over a little bit, or moving it out of the way. Let's go one more time. So hands come down just in front of you at a natural distance, bringing your knees up towards armpits, leaning forward, looking forward, super important. And then using your core, starting to lift one foot and the other off the ground. Some days it's easier than others. Either way though, you should probably be laughing right now. And whenever you're ready, coming back down, releasing your wrists, giving them a nice break, a nice roll. Locking your hands in front, coming into plank. We're going to take a 5 count to lower all the way down, so keeping core engaged still, elbows in. 5, 4, 3, no cheating, 2, and 1. Releasing the tops of your feet, bring your hands alongside you. We're going to come into Locust. So here, looking forward, bringing your toes behind you and reaching them back so that they start to peel off the mat. At the same time, reaching the crown of your head forward, reaching your shoulders forward. It's not about going up, it's about trying to go forward with your head and backwards with your legs. This is where you find that length. One breath here. And releasing and relaxing on one side of your face. Take a nice deep breath. And one more time. Legs together, arms alongside you. Toes start to reach backwards, crown of your head reaching forward. This is a nice counterbalance to Bakasana. We're strengthening our back here. We're also opening our chest and core that we've just been working. One more breath. And release down to the ground. Rolling onto your back. Coming into Baddha Konasana, the pose we started with. So soles of your feet together, knees move open, moving towards the ground, however high or low they are away from the ground is fine. And just letting your hands rest here. Feeling how your hips are a bit more open now after some of the exercises we've done, after some of the stretches. Seeing how that feels. And now straightening your legs in front of you, letting your heels come towards the opposite corners, letting your arms move away from your body. Coming into Shavasana, closing your eyes, taking a deep inhale through your nose, and out through the mouth. One more in through your nose, and out through the mouth. Letting your body relax, sinking into the ground, absorbing the work we've done. Your breath returns to normal, becomes a little more shallow, a little more rapid. Keeping your eyes closed. Starting to move your fingers and toes, wiggling your nose a little bit, moving your wrists and ankles, getting your arms overhead, your feet together, full body stretch, finding length, leaning to one side and the other, being mindful of any walls that want to visit you. Rolling onto whichever side is more comfortable, keeping your eyes closed, just staying in the fetal position for a breath or two. With your eyes closed, push yourself up, into a comfortable seated position. Long, tall spine. Bring your hands to your heart center. Appreciating the work that you've done, recognizing the time that you've made for yourself. And whether you are on your mat, really giving it a go today with Bakasana, or whether you're on the couch watching your partner or your roommate trying their best. Sometimes showing up is just the most important thing. Namaste.